we're back for the next part and hopefully the final part. As you can see, I have the fluke out. And I'm hooked up to the soundboard. Bus test is okay. You can see I did one ROM check already. And it was just giving me randomness. Go ROM at 0 to F, 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 E, 6, C, 5. And it F991, that's just random. So let's move on to the next one. Eight zero C4. A252. Repeat. Let's see if it comes back A252 again. I think it's just random. We have a decoding problem. Yeah, it's just random. I'm not exactly sure what the ROM range or the RAM range is on this board. It might be 8,000. I don't know. I'm going to actually go look that up really quick. I'm going to go find out what is the RAM range on this particular board. Oh, shit. I guess I've got to see it. Okay, it's 8,000 to 83 FF. So let's do RAM 8,000 to 83 FF, and it looks like that might be okay. Okay, I can do RAM. I wonder. I want to see. Yeah, I thought so. This RAM should be up to 7FF. The furnace has not been acting up. It's been working. It's just kind of loud, I guess. But I can read RAM, but I cannot do anything with ROMs. So we'll have to figure that out. And that's a schematic thing, which I think I have the schematic for this board printed. I do. I have the schematic printed out for this board. The good news is it is running, but of course it doesn't have sound, the sound issue. You know. What can I do with that? So I should do RAM. Oops. I don't know anything about that, Doro. It's a new furnace, so I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Okay. Let's see how this thing's doing. This is the schematic for the soundboard. Hello, Ryan. So we can read the RAM, but we cannot read the ROMs. So let's find out what is different in the decoding and the paths. And of course, I have got to do this. So the Z80's address bus comes out and is directly connected to all of the ROMs and directly connected to the RAMs. And there's two signals that activate that RAM, which are sound read and sound write. Sound not read, sound not write. Okay. The ROMs are activated by a 138. A 138 outputs 4 bits that activate these RAMs. And then those 4 bits are ORed with what? Oh. With an address bit. They're ORed with address 11, address bit 11. That goes to pin 18. Yeah, I haven't noticed. I'll pay attention to that, Doro. I'll see. I'll pay attention to it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we just did I did a long RAM test. So what I want to do is I want to over this board. I want to hammer a I'll let you watch this. I'll tell you what I'm pointing at. I'm going to do a, with the fluke, I'm just going to hammer a read at address 0 and loop. Okay. Now I want to probe that chip. Boy, I can't hardly read this. Okay. I want to see pin 21 should be pulled high. 21 should be pulled high, right? Yeah. Okay. 18 and 20 should both have signals, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. data bus. Let's do 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Where's that 138? B12, pin 15. B12, pin 15. Hmm. Hmm. 4, 5, 6. Hmm. 2, 3. Those are all low. 4, 5, 6. Thanks, Geese. Good to see you. All right. Well, let's check out B10. B10 is the B10 is the 32 low. So that should just look like that. Low, high, high, low, high. That looks okay. So I think data is, we know we're good with our RAM, which is 8000 to 83FF. That's fine. We know that. And that data path back to the CPU is shared with the data path from the ROMs. So that tells us the 245 that it goes through is good. That's not a problem. So it's really just simply, it's got to be this 138 is not functioning properly. And if we, this guy right here, let's try to do a read at 1000 and loop it. And we are getting our little signal there. You know, the only the only real way to find out if this thing's working. I mean, this is quite, unless, well, I guess I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to do a quick check on my work on the sockets. Because it's either going to be the decoder chip, or, because I know the ROMs are good, I dumped the ROMs. So it's either going to be that, or it's going to be I have a short. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out. And I'd be completely disappointed if I have a short. And if there's no short, then the next logical step is to analyze that 138. Hi, Mike, and thanks. And yeah, this is a good little demonstration of how involving it actually is. Okay, so we know. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Address bus is common. The address bus is common between the RAM and the ROMs, as is the data bus. They share the same bus. So that tells me right there, since I can get to these guys, since I can get to the RAM and read it, it's not being corrupted by anything. It's not being corrupted by these ROMs. That tells me it's got to be purely decoding. Why we cannot talk to these ROMs. But just for fun. Hey, Sam. How you doing? I have made a little progress. This thing is running. It is running, and the game is up. But now there's a dead soundboard. And I'm getting I'm not able to read the ROMs. I'm getting random nonsense back every time I try to do a ROM check. But I can read I can do a RAM short, no problem. And it has a shared data and address bus. So that tells me there's no shorts between these chips on the board here, but I'm checking anyway. But I already know it can't have a short. Otherwise, the RAM wouldn't read either. But whatever. So we're going to end up analyzing this 138. There's a LS 138. We're going to look at that. First, I'll look at what controls it. Data lines. Yeah, there's no problem between. There's nothing wrong with the work here. It's not an issue. So okay. If we can read that RAM, we can do RAM checks, and the ROMs that are on the same bus do not affect that check. So they're not being activated during that period of time. They're not influencing the bus at all. But the ROMs don't work. Okay, so what I know is my ROMs are good, the RAM is good, I can read the RAM, I can't read the ROMs, I get random garbage back every time, which tells me they're either not being addressed right, but I don't believe that because I can address this RAM chip. And the data is not being corrupted because I can read the RAM chip. Jumper wire 1 should be jumper 1 should not be filled jumper 3 is not filled. Okay, it should not be address. Okay, we have an LS04. Address bit 11. Which is address bit 11? What is address bit 11? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. This. So over here we have 8 or 0, 0, 0 to F, F, F. So when 11 goes high. So that is actually, that's involved in everything. Address bit 11 is involved in everything, so that doesn't matter. What about the other address bits? Yeah, the upper address bits are (12), (13), and 14 go to that 138. They are the select bits for the 138. It looks like address 15 is also the enable for this guy. Okay. So when address bit 15 is a 1, it enables this chip. And there's two 138s right here and here. This one enables the RAM. This one enables the ROM. So, yeah. And they share signals, basically. They get the same signals. Yep, we'll go ahead and clip onto this 138, test it out, take a look at it, and go from there. Find out why that thing doesn't want to work, why we can't get to our ROMs. Okay. Hello, Chad. How you doing? Loading up the 138 file into my logic analyzer. And that'll guide me how to hook this thing up. Okay. Looks like we got our 3 enable bits. Enable on 1, so that's the first bit. Six. Okay. My least significant bit needs to be on the one that needs to be 1. So, and that is what I got. Two, 3. 3-bit select. And we only need to hook up 4 bits. 4 bits is all we need. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9. All right. Okay. We are hooked up. I'm only hooking up 4 bits, so I'll come way up here. And you probably will not be able to see that at all. But apologize. 2. We'll trigger on 1. It's enabled on 1. We'll trigger on 1. 0. 0, 1, 2, 2. So far, so good. Oh, sorry about that. I gotta move. I'm gonna turn the furnace off. All right. Let's trigger on select being 0 while it's enabled. All right, looks good. Let's trigger on select being 1 when it's enabled. 1, 2, 0. Don't see any zeros when it's not enabled, which is good. One, it's enabled. There's 1. Now it's not enabled. It's enabled again. Not enabled. Okay, let's try triggering on 2. There's 3, and a 1, and a 1, 0. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board, guys, because this thing is working absolutely fine. Here's enabled, and that's 2, 3. You go 1's back. All right. So far, this thing looks fine. Basically, I have it triggered on enable. It's triggering on an enable. I have it triggered on enable, which 1 is enable. So this little block right here where it says 1, it's enabled. And I'm actually triggering on 2, I think, being the select. So it's enabled, it's 2, and the 2-bit 0, 1, 2 is low. And then it goes to 3 right here. So it disables for this block, and you get these 1s. And then it re-enables right here, and it's still 2, so the 2-bit goes low. You can see the same pattern right here. Wherever it's 1, Right there it's selecting 2, so the 2-bit is low. Right here it's 0-bit. Right over here it's the 3-bit. And when it's not enabled, you get all ones. So that's stupid thing. So far so good. Enable 0. 1, okay. And we'll just trigger on 3 now. 3 is a 0, and then it's 1. And it's enabled a 4. It says 4. I don't have the 4-bit even hooked up, so I'm not concerned about the 4-bit because it's not even a part of this. It's just basically a disable. Yeah. It's looking good. This thing's not a problem. So if our encoder is good, why are we having an issue? I'm going to shut this game down. I'm going to shut the board down. And I'm going to put the ROMs back in it. Okay, ROMs are back in and fired up. I'm going to restart it. Yeah, it's soundboard. Let's go ahead and do a RAM check again. RAM short 8000 to 8 3FF. That's going to be fine. Our ROMs are a problem. And ROM at 0 to FFF. And I don't care, whatever the signal. And the board is running over here. Doing its thing. It's working. It's just the soundboard doesn't work, and we're going to figure that out. Yeah. BDB6. BDB6. And here it's selecting 0 because I am reading from ROM 0. Now let's try ROM 2. Let's do ROM 1000 to 1 FFF. And let's put this trigger to 1. And okay. And let's hit go. You can see I'm hammering reading this ROM, and it is looking, that looks good. Okay, something looks weird. This looks strange to me. We have an enable pulse here, and it's 1, which is the ROM I'm trying to read. Yet right here, we have an enable pulse, and it's selecting 0, which is a different ROM. That should not be happening. So even though the 138 looks like it's working right, I think that the addressing is messed up, which is the enable is messed up, which is weird, or the select. No, the enable. I think the enable is messed up. Which I don't see how, because that comes right off of the CPU. Man, this is strange. This is KJ, to answer your question about whether this is a Kickman cabinet or changing ROMs. This is staying Kickman. So yeah, this is a baffler. Why this isn't working? Do I have? I don't get this. Is my scope grounded properly? Yeah, it's doing that same crap. Why is it doing that? I'm doing a ROM check on a ROM, and it's turning on more than one ROM. Okay, strange. Hmm. The only thing that I can possibly think is this chip is bad internally and it is enabling itself. It's flaky inside. Let's do this. I'm going to move this over to this other guy, and I'm going to analyze this one. Come on, what's going on? I'm going to do a trigger stop. Let's do enable on 0. And let's do a RAM short. Yeah, if you see, well, that looks, oh, that's came undone. Let's repeat. Absolutely. This is what I should be seeing. If you look up here, I'll try to hold this up here real quick. This is what I should be seeing. You see that? See how it's only enabling the one time, and you're getting that pulse right there for that RAM. That's what I should be seeing, but I'm seeing multiple ROMs are being turned on. You remember. So let's set this thing back up here, and I believe we have a bad 138 that is enabling itself internally, is what I think is happening. So let me, I'm going to turn that off. See, this one is super, this is super tricky. Because the 138 looks like it's working. It's doing what it should be doing. It's sending the right low pulse. But the question is, why is it being enabled so much? It shouldn't be being enabled like that. So my theory is that it is internally enabling itself. And I wonder if it's just, damn this thing, what the hell? Okay. Let's point back down. I'm going to put the fluke up. I don't think I need the fluke right now anymore. I might in a little bit. I'll leave the pod out. But what I want to do for just mess around is take a 138 and jump it over the suspect one. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That didn't help. I've already tested the processor and I know it's good. My guess is it's this 138. So, the good news is it's working good. Here, I'll fire it back up. And for everyone who's wasn't around yesterday earlier, come over here and check it out. So yeah, that is the good news. Whoa. Sorry about that. The camera came off. Didn't mean to get you guys all sick like that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. This chip right here is what was bad on the board. This, and I'll show you exactly what it was. This is garbage. It was that guy right there. It's the decoder. Yeah, sorry, KJ. I didn't mean that. The thing fell. It came right out. So, all right. So let's do this. I'm going to replace that 138. Because even though it looked like it was working right, it was working correctly when I was analyzing it. But the thing that I saw, and if you look back on the video, you'll see it was enabling too many times, and it was reading from multiple ROMs at the same time. So that's the problem. It should only be hammering one chip when I'm doing that ROM check. Can't be reading from two ROMs. So that's why I think that internally that 138's turning itself on on its own. Yeah, Sam, that's how it's supposed to be, because this game originally played off of a mirror. Once upon a time. You guys missed it. In my last live stream, I smoked one of these cables on right on the stream. I mean, it went up in flames almost. So if you check my part 5 or whatever live stream of this, I smoked one of those cables. That's what happens when you hook them up, shifted one pin off. It was upside down, Sam. When you don't have the soundboard hooked up, it does that. It's upside down. Yeah, I absolutely smoked that cable. That was crazy. Cray cray. So let's take our boards, these boards, get them off of here. Okay. And we're going to just go ahead and cut this 138 right off. Once upon a time. Okay. I was just seeing if there was a little. I was just seeing if something was shorted. There was a little funkiness there, but there's no short. Oh shoot, that's the wrong chip. Well, too late now. I can't even tell what this chip is. It's a 670, I think. I'm going to have to check another chip, another board, and that's a bummer. I cut the wrong chip off. Yeah, it's a 670, LS 670, and that's kind of irritating to do that because those are not really, they're not expensive, but they're not cheap. The 670s. So that sucked. So I got my 138 right here. I'm gonna grab a 670. Couple sockets. Couple sockets. Let's pick these legs out of here. Come on. Come on now. Yeah, soundboard interface error when it starts. So how's everyone's evening? Saturday night, isn't it? It is Saturday night. Once upon a time. KJ, so you're from the future? You should wait and check out what our lottery numbers are and then text me or email me what the numbers are. Ugh. Lights. Okay. Second time. Oh yeah, 670 was right here. And 138. All right. 670 and 138. All right. Let's get our boards back. Get our boards set back. Let's be sure to hook this up correctly. I do not need to blow up another one. And yes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just fire it up. Oh. It still said soundboard error. Well, let's do this. Let's put the flute back on it and see if there's an improvement with the ROMs. Anyway. Uh-oh, that came unplugged. Okay. Let's back up a little bit. Back you up a little bit. All right. Let's just go around 0 to FFF and see what it gives me for a signature. Three 378. Just random garbage still. What is going on? Check something else. Huh. You really haven't missed much, Charles. Hello. Hey, Joe's Computer Museum. How you doing? Good, good. What's up, Josh? Okay. How's about a read? I'm just doing randomness right now. Read at. Yeah. This thing just is a mystery as of right now. 8F74. That is not right. This makes no sense. Okay. C11. Address bit 11. 3 to 4. 3 to 4 and 5 to 6. Address bit 11. Let's do an address toggle at 0 bit 11 loop. Now this could be needing to be looked at. Something I didn't really pay attention to. I didn't see it before. But it looks potentially weird. This 04 could be an issue. Right here, C11. So I want to check that out. I'm toggling data bit 11 right now. It's just doing a straight up data bit toggle. That looks good. Yeah, no, that looks absolutely fine. This seems like it should be so simple. Let's do a read at 1000. Okay. That was about a read at 0 loop. Okay. $245. Let me do this. All right. Yeah. Good. This is truly making no sense. 8,000 with the upper bits, the upper address bits. 0, 3. The only difference is the upper address bits are not 1. They're 0. So one is 8. Has to be 8. So bit 15 is 1. That's the only difference. Bit 15 is a 1. Otherwise, it's a 0. Unless it's floating. That would mean it's always enabled. Address bit 15 goes to, where's address bit 15? Goes to pin 4 of that one. Okay. Goes to pin 4 of this. And it's low. One, 2, 3, 4 is low. What about if I do a random 8,000 to 83 FF? It should go high. And it does. Oops. Yeah, that's okay. Come on. Hey Todd, how's it going? Yeah, this is kind of being a mystery. I'm not really understanding what is happening here. It's power, 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 from, data. It's data. Little of both, Eric. Eric asks, "Hey, still working on Kickman? Seems it's a tough one, or just seeing it all live? It's both." Oh, the board's working, Todd. I just have a soundboard issue now. The soundboard is not cooperating. I don't quite get it. This is a simple circuit that is totally throwing me for a loop right now. Why why would the RAM work and the ROM not work is a complete mystery. Right. It's not a sound read, sound write are ANDed together for that. When it's enabled whenever you're reading or writing. Mm. When you read, pin one of this damn thing. Um, what is that? What is this? Latches, background, 374. Hmm. Address bit 11 is either pulled high or it's a signal. And it is right now not pulled high, it is a signal. Address bit 11 is pin 21. 21, 2, 3, 4, 21. That's address bit 11. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. No, the ROMs aren't corrupt. I know the ROMs are good. It's just, I think I'm going to have to just quit for the night, guys. And I'm getting frustrated with this. So it's time to take a break and think differently about it. Yeah, I'm going to have to. This is the thing is this makes no sense because this is not a complicated circuit. You have ROM, 4 ROMs and 1 RAM sharing address and data bus. The only thing differing the two are the control signals, the enables, chip enables, and that kind of stuff. They have the same data path back to the CPU. I can read the RAMs, but I cannot read the ROMs. It makes no sense. It should be so easy. I've replaced the decoder. It was doing some weirdness. And those signals are coming straight off of the CPU. So I don't know. I don't understand why I cannot read these ROMs. I don't get it. Address bit 11 does go through a couple of 04s, which I don't think, and a 32. I mean, last ditch effort. I can, last thing of the night. Last ditch effort. Let's jump a 04 over this. And let's jump a 032, a 032, a 32 over that. And I'm going to do a ROM and see if it comes back any different. I doubt it. CEAB. I don't think so. See you later, KJ. And let's not be talking about spiders now. We don't need to be going there. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird one. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it good. I need to take a break. So we will see you next time. I'm just going to think about this. How 2532s, they do have, this is supposed to be 2532s, right? Yeah. Yeah, just for fun, I'm going to try something. See if it comes back, what it comes back with. It's actually the wrong range. Should be like F800 or something silly like that. I just may have found something, guys. This is extremely interesting. I just put a 2732 in the board. These are 2532s, the ROMs. I put a 2732 in the board and I'm getting the same. I'm getting a repeated signature over and over. This damn thing had the wrong ROMs in it. Yeah, I'm getting AF06 over and over and over on this ROM. It's a 2732. I just popped it in here. The 2532s that are in the board, I was getting random signatures over and over. There is nothing wrong with the board. It's the ROMs, the ROM set, and it's Kickman ROMs. But this thing must, I mean, I didn't think you could strap this for 2732s. Yeah, Todd, proper strapping. I don't know. I don't know if this is strappable to 2732. I don't understand this. I've never seen 2732s on one of these boards. All right, I need my phone. Now, what did I do with my phone? I need to look up a pinout for. I need a pinout. 2732. Actually, I've got that right here, I think. I should. In my book of stuff. I don't. Boy, that's lame. There's something. There's something to do. $27.32. Pin 21 is address 11, and pin 21 is a signal strapped on this board. It's either you can have a signal or you can pull it high. And if you pull it high, then it'll go to pin 18, and I know that's 2532. This thing is strapped for 27. It's strapped for 2732, but it has 2532 EEPROMs. I have never seen 2732s on one of these boards. So I just got to restrap this stupid thing. Unbelievable. So J1. J2 is wired right now. That is not. Right now it's going like that. Right now, it looks like it is. It looks like it's pulled high. This is very strange. This is extremely weird. This one has 2532s on it. And 2 is there, and 1, okay. I don't know. According to this, it looks like it's strapped for 2532s. According to this. I don't know. This is awfully strange. I'm going to yank this ROM out of here, put it into right here. And I want to do a 012 ROM at 2 to 2 FFF. Let's see what that gives me. One two one F. Now I'm getting the same thing over and over for that. 121F. Yeah. This one says 121F over and over and over. This thing is strapped for 2532s. ROM 0 to FFF. I think these ROMs are bad. This one, 3A1C. 3A1C. This has been the longest, most ridiculous thing about finding out that ROMs are bad. Yeah, this ROM's no good. Now this one, I'll get AF whatever again. ROM at 1000 to 1 FFF. I forget what it is. It's like AF06 or something like that. And I'll get, and that's this. But this is not the right type of ROM. These freaking ROMs are no good, I think. AF06. Yeah. How weird. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I think this one is definitely no good. This one just gives me random, the same thing over and over. I dumped these ROMs too, is the weird thing. I wanna do this really quick. Go ahead and do a ROM at 3000 to 3FFF. See what this does. Oh, those are 2732s. That don't matter. That's probably going to come back AF06 as well. AF06. These guys are coming back AF06. They're 2732s that I just erased, which tells me this is reading these ROMs fine. The ROMs are just no good. Guys, can you believe that? All of this for that. Bad ROMs. All of these ROMs are no good. That is crazy weird. Yeah, some ROM at 1000 to 1 FFF. And this will give me just random nonsense over and over. So okay. 0B72. Repeat. Five B1E. See, that gives me, these give me different signatures every time. These, Sam, these ones are Hitachi. They're Hitachis, which are usually really good. But my guess is they just got zapped. They got taken out by something. You know, it is what it is. They're Hitachi, the 462532 EPROMs, the good ones. You know, it's unfortunate. So I will, you know, tomorrow I'll program new ones and put some new ones in the board, and it should be good to go. But yeah. So every one of these gives me back random data signatures. Every one of them. You see, I mean, that took us. How long did it take us to come to this conclusion? DD55. In a recorded video, you guys would have seen. I mean, it would have been a blip, and I would have came back and said, "Yeah, these ROMs are bad." But it's we sat here and spent all day on this to find out that 4 ROMs are no good. It's just you don't expect that. I didn't expect these ROMs to not be good. You know, I had no idea. but they trash. Yeah. Who knows? The RAM's good. The ROMs are not. Yeah, but go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and shut this off and turn this off. Remove the fluke. Remove the fluke. I don't need the fluke anymore. Let's put the Z80 as you Europeans or whatever say, the Z80. Yeah, and we'll come over and I'll bring this over here and take a look at the game at least. It does run. It does work. You know, make it a little better. Turn the light off. You can at least see it. That's kind of cool, right? Yeah, sit here all day messing around with, well, not all day on the soundboard, but a lot of it, you know, a lot of the day on the soundboard. And it just turns out to be there's 4 bad ROMs. I was totally thrown off because I dumped these ROMs and they verified. But in the board, under operating conditions, they don't work. That's weird. It's so misleading and it just, I don't know. It's weird. And how this system operates, if you read from another ROM, it's always reading from that first ROM. You know, it's always selecting that first ROM. Remember how I thought that 138 looked like it was selecting that ROM too much? That's how it works. That's actually how the system runs. So that's that was proper. But Kickman. Yeah, Sam, you're absolutely right. This is why it is not cheap. And ROMs are not included in the price. I'm going to program 4 ROMs for this, and that's extra. The EEPROMs are not cheap. So, yep, it's definitely not cheap, but it is what it is. This is actually an expensive repair because I'm passing these MCR boards. I always crimp new connectors for them, and that cost gets passed on. And also, remember, I put all new headers on this board set. Those headers, that cost is getting passed on. Those are $4 a piece. $4 a piece, and there's 10 of them on the board. That's an extra $40 right there. You know. So yeah. But with these Kickman boards, these early MCRs, you have to do that. You have to put new headers on them. You can't go with those plugs. Those things don't work. Kickman is pretty weird looking, isn't it? You're on a little unicycle out there kicking balloons and stuff. It's kind of strange. You got a little Pac-Man character coming down. You got to catch. Stir Crazy, it looks fun. I'm digging looking at it. So anyway, the moral of this story is, even if you can dump ROMs, that doesn't mean they're good. You know, it's absolutely strange. And under operating conditions, they just might not work. I've never seen that. That's the first time I've seen that happen, to be honest, but it is what it is. Very weird. Extremely weird. Sam, I got taken on some of those too. I bought some of those as well. And you're right. They're junk. You know, stay away from the TI 2532s from China. Avoid those like the plague. I've had pretty good luck with the Hitachi ones though, that you can get from China. The 462532s. I've had pretty good luck with those, as well as the 2716s. I've had pretty good luck with those from China. They program as 2716B though, so you gotta watch that. It's a different programming voltage. It's like they program it like 12 volts. So if you program them as a regular 2732, you'll burn them up. Or a 2716. Yeah, but the good news is number one, the video board, nothing was wrong with the video board. But I replaced all the sockets, remember? Replaced the headers. The CPU board had a bad 4017 CMOS chip. Replaced all of the sockets and the headers. And this soundboard turns out replacing the headers, and I'm going to have to replace all of the EEPROMs. Oh yeah, yep, Sam, you're right. I replaced those those flaky garbage resistor networks. I replaced those, and that probably made it to where this runs more solid, because it was really flaky. Now it's really not. It starts right up now every time. It's nice. Yep. I was glad that I was able to find those bad before it got sent back. Yeah. Man, it's 8 o'clock and it feels like it should be midnight. Just it seems so late. Yeah, I don't know why. I just looked at the time and it's 8 o'clock, and I'm like thinking to myself, God, it feels like it's bedtime. It feels like it's time to go to bed. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I think for the next, I think I'm for the end of this video for doing the ROMs and stuff. I'm probably going to just do that on a video and upload it instead of doing it live. So you know the gist of what's going on. I'm going to be programming ROMs, and I'll probably hook up and test some controls and stuff like that and make sure the sound's right and all that. And that's about it, you know. And make sure that these AY 38910s, make sure they're good, you know, and that kind of stuff. I might have to replace an op amp or something silly. But that's it. It's looking good. It's looking like it's going to be good. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and just go chill for a little while. I'll probably tomorrow. I'll probably hit these ROMs tomorrow and get the rest of this all done then. So I am going to sign off. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Peace out.